What is going on, everybody? I am continuing my WrestleMania review series, and I am reviewing WrestleMania 5. This took place in 1989 at the exact same venue and city as WrestleMania 4, Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, New Jersey, the only time in history that WrestleMania was held in the same venue, in the same city, and I think also the same state 2 years in a row. And WrestleMania 4 was not a fan of it. I was not a fan of it at all. I thought, pretty much other than the main event, I thought the show absolutely sucked, other than the main event. WrestleMania 5, I think it's an improvement from WrestleMania 4, but not by very much. To me, this is a average, mediocre show. I think the show was very mediocre. In my opinion, it just was. I mean, there's a couple of okay, good matches, I guess. But yeah, I'll get into that. So yeah, here we go. The first match was Haku versus Hercules, and this match was actually better than I expected. I mean, you got Hercules and Haku in there. You don't really expect much, but this match was actually pretty okay. I mean, I actually wanted this to go on longer. Yeah, I mean, it's strange to say with these two guys in the ring, but I actually wanted to go on longer. It was not bad. Hercules, I think, got a win with I think a bridge pin, and he got his shoulder up, but Haku didn't get any his shoulders up, so Hercules wins, and it was an okay match. Then we got the Twin Towers, Akeem and Big Boss Man versus the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. So this is the WrestleMania debut of Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels. And I like this match too. I thought it was okay. It got, I thought, a decent amount of time. And the Rockers, they did some good high flying moves. And yeah, and they showed great agility. And yeah, I thought this was a fine match. The Twin Towers get the win when I think Big Boss Man does a slam or something to Shawn Michaels. I don't remember what he did. And then Akeem does a splash onto Shawn Michaels, and the Twin Towers get the win. So I thought it was a pretty okay match. And then we got Brutus, the Barber Beefcake versus Ted DiBiase. This match was alright, but the ending really killed it for me. I mean, this match actually got 10 minutes. There was only 2 matches on this whole show that got 10 minutes, and this was one of them. So yeah, I just thought they could do more with this for the time they were given. But you know, and the match ends in a double countout. They're both brawling on the outside, and they both get counted out. So yeah, the ending killed it for me. But I didn't think it was a bad match at all or anything. It was okay. It was decent. And I just wish there was a clean-cut win. So yeah. Then we got the Bushwhackers versus the Fabulous Rougeaus. This was it was fucking horrible. I mean, the Rougeaus, they really tried to put on at least a halfway decent match, but the Bushwhackers just suck. Yes, I know they're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, but because they did win 26 tag titles together. But I'm sorry, in the WWE, they were just not good. They really can't wrestle. This was just fucking horrible. I mean, the Bushwhackers fucking botched everything. Oh, and they win the match with a botched double backstabber. Yeah, a botched double backstabber. And they get the win. So, yeah, and I thought this went on a little bit too long because, you know, just not a good match at all. Then we got Mr. Perfect versus the Blue Blazer, a.k.a. Owen Hart. This match only got 5 minutes, but for the 5 minutes it went, I thought this was really good. This was pretty good for the 5 minutes it went. If this match got more time, this could have been a really good match, even very good, and even great if it got a lot of time. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good for the time it lasted. They did good wrestling here, like good chain wrestling. Overall, it was good for the time it lasted. Mr. Perfect gets the win with the Perfect Plex. I give this match like 2 3/4 stars. Then we got Demolition, Axis Smash versus the Powers of Pain, the Warlord, and the Barbarian for the WWF Tag Team titles. Oh no, versus the Powers of Pain and Mr. Fuji, sorry. So it was a handicap match, sorry. For the Tag Team titles. This was... I don't know, I mean... I really don't know what to say about it. It wasn't good at all. It was slow. It was like a bunch of big guys just wrestling, except for Mr. Fuji. So, yeah, Demolition, they got the win when they did like some move to Mr. Fuji. I forgot what. But yeah, they did a double team move to Mr. Fuji, and they retained the titles. Then we got Dino Bravo versus Ronnie Garvin. This was 3 minutes. I mean, I thought the wrestling they did in that 3 minutes wasn't bad at all, I guess. It wasn't, but this was just a throwaway match that you could have done away with. Like this, I didn't really think this needed to be on the card. Dino Bravo gets the win. I forgot how. I think he does like some kind of side slam. Yeah, I give this like 1 1/4 star. Then we got the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard versus Strikeforce. This was a okay to good match, I thought. It only got like I think 9 minutes, but for the time it lasted, I thought it was pretty decent. And Rick Martel, he turned on Tito Santana. He walked out on him after Tito accidentally punched him when I think it was Tully Blanchard moved out of the way. So yeah, and I thought all guys did good wrestling. So yeah, that was a decent match. The Brainbusters get the win. So yeah. Then we got Jake Roberts versus Andre the Giant, and Big John Studd is the special guest referee. Okay, I'm a fan of both of these guys, Andre and Jake, but I am sorry, this match was absolutely boring to me. I mean, nothing honestly happened, in my opinion. I mean, it was almost 10 minutes long, and Andre the Giant's selling was just so awkward in this match. It was just like, what? Like, it looks like he couldn't even really sell, and his offense was just so unbelievably slow. Oh, well, I don't know if I would say unbelievably, but still, it was just very slow. I just didn't care for it at all. Jake Roberts gets to win when Andre gets disqualified for beating up Big John Studd. Why Andre just did that for no reason, I don't know. I mean, so yeah. Then we got the Hart Foundation versus the Honky Tonk Man and Greg Valentine. I thought this was a decent match. The Hart Foundation did some good wrestling in here. Did some good stuff. Sorry. Honky Tonk Man and Greg Valentine I thought did fine too. Overall, I just thought it was a decent tag match. And yeah. Yes, that was decent. I'd give it like 2.5 stars? Or 2.5? Now we got Rick Rude versus the Ultimate Warrior for the Intercontinental title. To me, this was disappointing, honestly. I mean, these guys could do better. They could. It was fine for what it lasted, I guess. It was alright, I guess, but I don't know, I just wasn't invested in it as much as I thought I would originally. It got almost it went on for almost 10 minutes, but yeah, I just didn't care for it too much. But I didn't think it was bad or anything. It was all right. But yeah, Rick Rude gets the win when Bobby Heenan is holding the Ultimate Warrior's foot down under the rope, and Rick Rude wins the Intercontinental title. Then we got Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Bad News Brown. Oh my god, I did not fucking care about this match at all. This was just nothing but a bunch of punching, just like strikes. It only lasted for like 3 minutes, but 3 minutes of my life I'll never get back. I didn't care for this at all. And it ended in a double disqualification. Both guys are like they're both trying to hit each other with weapons. So yeah, I give this a dud. Then we got the Red Rooster versus Bobby Heenan. This lasted about 30 seconds. So yeah, I give this an NA. Moving on. Then we got the main event: Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage for the WWF Championship. And the story going into this match was very good. Probably one of the most memorable stories of all time. You know, you had Randy Savage and Macho Man and Hulk Hogan forming the Mega Powers. They were being booked as the Ultimate Baby Faces. They were taking on all comers, and they were doing so great as a tag team. And then eventually, like, tension started getting built up between them because, like, Savage thought Hogan was trying to, like, steal Elizabeth from him, and he thought he was going to come after his title. So during a match, Randy Savage slaps Hulk Hogan and leaves him high and dry in the match. And then that backstage segment where he attacked Hulk Hogan while Hogan was hurt, you know, that was just, like, this was all just good stuff. Yeah, even though the story was really good, in my opinion, the match was kind of disappointing. Like, it was good. I thought it was the best match on the show, but it was just kind of disappointing. I mean, Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage, you thought that would be like an absolute, like, amazing match, or at least great, but to me, in my opinion, it was just, like, good, like, pretty good. I would still give this match like 3.5 stars for not only the wrestling ability, but for, like, the historical aspect too. It's just that the first, like, maybe 8-9 minutes were kind of slow. Randy Savage just kept going in and out of the ring and just running everywhere. And yeah, but eventually it did pick up, and they were doing good stuff, I thought. And the whole story with Miss Elizabeth, I thought, was told really well. And they told a good story in the ring. And this match went on for almost 20 minutes. Eventually, and Hulk Hogan in this match became the first man in history to kick out of Randy Savage's flying elbow, which I thought was good. You had Savage trying to hurt Hulk Hogan's throat by bouncing off the steel rail on the outside, and then off the ropes in the ring. And then he had Hulk Hogan hulking up, doing the big boot to Savage, and then doing the flying leg drop for the 1, 2, 3, and he wins the WWF title, and he celebrates as the show goes off the air. And so yeah, overall, like I said though, very mediocre show in my opinion. I mean, I thought this was as mediocre as it could get. It had a couple of decent matches and like one really good match in my opinion. And the commentating on this show was as good as ever. So yeah, I give the show like probably a 5.5 out of 10. Right. I will see you guys later. Peace.